Welcome to this video on surviving the new Cold War. The global order has ruptured, and we'll explore how independent middle powers can navigate the fallout. The neoliberal globalization order is over. As Mark Carney noted in January 2026, we are in the midst of a rupture. The reliable, rules-based system managed by a unified West has fundamentally fractured. This fracturing foundation is driven by U.S. unpredictability, Chinese expansionism, and the return of entrenched conflicts in Europe and the Middle East. We have entered the Second Cold War, which differs significantly from the first. The new divide is metabolic: petro-states versus electro-states. Alliances are locked due to decades of fixed infrastructure commitments. The world is splitting into petro and electrospheres. The petro superpower is the US, maintaining fossil fuel dominance. The electro superpower is China, leading the global renewable electricity industry. Infrastructure creates traps, locking nations into superpower orbits. While ideology can change overnight, infrastructure takes decades. Investments in things like wind farms or refineries fix supply chains for a generation. This creates the middle power dependency trap. The core question is, how do you escape US fossil fuel dependency without becoming overdependent on China? A new coalition of middle powers is emerging. These nations are big enough to have agency but cannot stand up to a superpower alone. Highlighted nodes include the EU, Brazil, Australia, Canada, India, and South Africa. The non-aligned movement has returned, richer and stronger. Unlike the historical precedent of post-colonial nations, the modern reality features wealthy, highly developed markets with significant capital and leverage. Trade blocs provide immunity to superpower coercion. Self-sustaining traffic within the middle power bloc creates an economic superspace capable of resisting external pressure, exemplified by agreements like EU-India and EU-Mercosur. A coalition of the willing is bypassing the petro-state veto. At the Santa Marta summit, 60 countries met to phase out fossil fuels. They bypassed superpower blockages by excluding the US and China from the invitation list. Middle powers are diversifying their defense supply chains. Rather than forming formal alliances, nations are escaping dependency through diversified procurement networks outside the superpower binary. While shared ecological goals may unite middle powers, legacy geopolitical rivalries could splinter the bloc. Forging a common foreign policy remains the most critical vulnerability for this new coalition. The survival architecture for middle powers rests on three pillars: ecological independence, economic superspaces, and defense diversification. In conclusion, middle powers are demonstrating not just the strength of their values in defending the rules-based international order, but also the value of their strength.